And 1st Battalion Kenya Rifles of the 6th Brigade of the Kenya Army is the latest such unit of the military to receive its regimental color presented in a trooping of the color ceremony attended by President Uhuru Kenyatta at the Langata Barracks this Friday. The ceremony was, however, preceded by a visit to the KDF School of Music, where the president became a choir conductor, albeit for a few minutes in a day where music was at the center of the festivities. Leila Mohammed attended that event and has the following report.
Just as he has commanded his troops in both military and civilian engagements, this Commander-in-Chief commanded a different and specific unit Friday afternoon, conducting a song that the officer in charge of the military band had done research on and found out was among the president's favorite songs. This conducting ended in rousing applause as the Chief of the Defence Forces, General Robert Kibochi, led other officers in appreciating this duty accorded to their Commander-in-Chief after going through a class in music arrangements and conducting just a few minutes before this sitting. The entourage of the president then changed location to the Langata Stadium within the sports complex, where a guard of honor mounted by the 3 disciplines of the Kenya Defence Forces, ready for their main duty of the day and last trooping of the colour ceremony, that he will officiate as Commander-in-Chief in lieu of his exit of office once the next commander, who will be elected on August 9th, is sworn into office. The 21st Battalion Kenya Rifles, gaining their regimental flag in a similar colour as that of the Kenya Army, a deep maroon that shone bright as it was laying on drums that will form part of that new unit, and next to the presidential flag, minutes before being blessed by chaplains.
Indeed, today's ceremony is historic, and I say this because during my tenure as Commander-in-Chief, I have had the profound privilege to award colors to all the 3 battalions that now constitute the 6th Brigade of the Kenya Army. The
drills undertaken in the ceremony, known as the trooping of the colour, involves the marching by the soldiers on the grounds in interesting formations as part of a tradition of celebrating new formations whereby both presidential and regimental colours or flags are handed over to a unit for the first time in a ceremony termed as the consecration and presentation of colours. The 21 Kenya Rifles now heads into Manda Bay, joining the Kenya Navy to buttress the security situation not only on Boni Forest but also across the Kenya-Somalia border.
It will secure our border areas, support the Manda base in executing maritime defense within an already existing multi-agency framework. The unit will also support in providing security to the population in Lamu County, and hopefully will soon be joined by the Kenya Air Force.
He heads to Kisumu and Nakuru in the coming week to open projects undertaken by the military before getting a final salute by the forces he has commanded for the last decade at the end of the week. Leila Mohammed, NTV.